Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fireside Fables.
Lincoln's Legendary Tales. Each week, one of our staff members is going to read everyone a nice bedtime story. But before we read the book, we're going to sit down with that teacher and we're going to talk a little bit about the book, and you may even learn some fun facts about them.
We really can't wait to share the facts and the books with you. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here at Lincoln next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Welcome to Fireside Fables, Lincoln's legendary bedtime tales. My name is Mr. Romano, and I'm the principal here at Lincoln Avenue Elementary School.
I'm Mr. Bullis. I'm the assistant principal over here at Lincoln Avenue.
All right, so what's your name? What do you do for Lincoln?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Coleman, and I currently teach first grade here at Lincoln Avenue, and this is my second year here, but my 12th year all together.
That's awesome. Well, let's get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us a fun fact about you?
All right, well, a fun fact is I actually live on a Lincoln Avenue, and I work at a Lincoln Avenue.
That is a fun fact.
That is a very
And
fun
you have
fact.
fun socks on.
Super fun socks on today for Crazy Sock
I
Day.
think that's everyone's theme. What do you got there, Mr. Romano?
I went with the mismatch, the purple and blue. How about you, Mr. Bullis?
Pretty solid. I like my friend SpongeBob. So we got
Very
him.
cool, very cool. All right, Ms. Coleman, why don't you tell us about the book that you chose and why you chose it?
Okay, so the book that I'm reading is called The Most Magnificent Thing, and it is one of my absolutely favorite books. I use it every year at the beginning of the school year. It teaches really great lessons about perseverance and how things get really tough, but it is good to keep trying and get the help that you need, and to never give up.
Wow, and that is a great lesson because that's something we should all strive to do is never give up.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. Do you have a favorite character from the story?
Right, so my favorite character is actually her assistant, and I'm not going to give any clues away, but her assistant is my favorite, and he really helps her persevere and keep going, and they get it done together.
All right, well, thank you so much for this reading. We look forward to seeing it and hearing it.
Okay,
right.
thanks
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Here it is.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Coleman, and I'm going to be reading The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race.
I'm gonna beat you.
They eat. They explore. And they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. And all she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant.
Says here, you have fetch experience.
Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work.
Watch your step. Important work going on here.
The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews.
I agree, assistant.
When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side, and her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it.
Well, what do you think?
Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies.
See, where was that?
She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, and small. One even smells of stinky cheese.
Ew.
But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work.
Why won't you work?
Crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk.
Fine.
Good idea. It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something
Wait
surprising.
a second.
There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes.
Aha.
By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left. It's a bit heavier than expected, The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. Hope you like that book. Good night.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed your bedtime story.
We'll see you again next week.